Hey everyone, it's Coach Molly. I am going to talk a little bit today about how to be successful eating clean on the go. So, on the go in two ways. One, just our normal everyday busyness, because we all have it. And number two, traveling. I travel a reasonable amount for my job and found a way to eat clean on the road. And so I wanted to share both of those things. So, the biggest piece is preparation in both ways. So for those of you who are fly by the seat of your pants people, I'm really sorry. But the reason why we typically don't eat well when we're on the go is because those prepackaged foods are so convenient. But those prepackaged foods are typically the ones that also have a lot of crap in them. So we want to avoid that, and we avoid that with preparation. So what I do is I look a day or two in advance at what's coming up to see what I need to do in order to be prepared with decent foods for myself and my family. So I'll give you an example about today. Today my son has a baseball game. His baseball game is at 5:30, which means that they get there at 4:45. So that means that he'll need to have an after school snack, which will be in the car because my dog also has a vet appointment. So I'll be picking him up, taking the dog to the vet, and going straight to baseball. So he already has packed in a little cooler in the fridge his healthy snack, which is a Greek yogurt squeeze and some fruit. And so it's packed, it's ready to go. And all I have to do is on my way out the door, grab that and take it with me. Now, because I'm doing a special plan right now called the Ultimate Reset, I have some very specific time frames to eat. And so I also had to prep my dinner. So cauliflower was in the oven at lunchtime for me today because that's part of my dinner tonight. And I needed to pack that to eat it while he's playing baseball. So I just have to look a little bit in advance and be prepared with foods that are portable. And so investing in little containers, like little deli cups that are disposable, is a really good idea. Baggies work too, quite frankly. But the real preparation is in making sure that you have things cut and washed, or just washed, depending on what the fruit is, and ready to go so that your family can eat those snacks as they need them, even though you're busy. So that's thing one, preparation. Thing two is remembering what those foods are. So again, things that are packaged typically have preservatives in them. So they have some chemicals. So we want to avoid that. And the way to avoid that is by just looking at all of the packages. Now, we are going to eat processed food. Like food is processed in some way, shape, or form, right? But the big goal is for it to be as unprocessed as possible and in its its initial form, like as close to its true form as real food that you can possibly get it. So that's the other thing to remember when you're trying to make clean choices, or if you're eating on the go and you have to stop somewhere, is what can I get that is going to be as close to food in its real form as possible. So if you're stopping somewhere and you have a choice between a bag of like air popped popcorn or Doritos, what are you going to choose, right? You're going to choose the air popped popcorn, that kind of thing. So, it's doing your very best under those circumstances to make it happen. The other tip that I have for traveling with food is it's also preparation, but it's really just preparing in advance and bringing some snacks with you. So I always travel with my Shakeology. I travel with nuts, raw nuts, which are super easy to carry around with you. I travel with some of the bars that don't have preservatives and crap in them. And like Larabar is a good one to think about. And then once I get somewhere, instead of thinking, oh gosh, where am I going to eat out that I can get a healthy meal? Unless I absolutely have to eat out, I go to the store. And so I go to the hopefully local Trader Joe's or Whole Foods, and I get prepackaged salads and I'm just careful when I look at the dressings on those salads and the contents. But, most of the prepackaged Trader Joe salads have under 500 calories, even with the dressing. Sometimes the dressing is a little bit, is a little bit heavier in fat, so I only use a little bit of it, or I choose some of the salads that have vinaigrettes. And then I'm eating a whole meal that's full of good stuff. And it's not super expensive. It's not as expensive as eating out. And it's easy. I can carry it with me. I can take it to the office. I can leave it in the mini bar so it stays cold. So I just go to the local grocery store and stock up on some of the things that are healthy, like little Greek yogurts and more nuts if I need them. And I usually get some packets of peanut butter, that kind of thing, that I can add to my shake, or I can put on fruit if I need to. I get some whole fruit, I get some berries, and then I'm usually set for my trip, because once I have my food, then I don't feel the need to go out, and then I'm not tempted to eat large portions or eat food that I haven't prepared and I don't know what's in it. So those are my tips on how to eat well on the go. If you have questions, please post below or reach out. I'd be happy to answer them. Have a great day, everyone. Talk to you soon.